for certain narratives that don't need to be spoken out loud. Because what I focus on is my healing. What I focus on is what I'm doing with my life now. What I focus on is what I own. Where did I miss the mark? And how am I being a better person now?
Welcome. I'd be so honored if you guys would come see me. I'm moving today.
I was really nervous coming into this week. It took me a long time to actually get this written. I feel like every time I sat down, I had a million ideas of what I wanted to talk about. And I couldn't get the words to flow together. It would just be blank. There would be nothing here, which is wild because if you know me, I always have something to say. Really, what did I want my message to be? What did I want people to walk away with? What did I want them to feel at the end of this? Then I had to take those emotions, like how do I want my audience to feel? Things trigger. Based on those topics that are my personal experience, how do I make this relate to anyone that's in the room? Not everyone in this room is going to be divorced, overweight, unhappy in their career. But I bet everyone in this room has some kind of challenge that they are either facing or have faced that they feel like is a hurdle that is too big for them to get over. How can I help them understand? If you have a destination and you run into construction or detours, that's okay. We're gonna find a way to get there.
Surround yourself with your soul tribe. I have a
That's
lot of people coming today to support me.
Our first speaker today, I'm very excited to bring her up, is Connie Stowers.
I needed to make sure that I was prepared and that my message was clear and that it got to the right people and the people who needed to hear it could hear it loud and clear.
This was about survival. Because at that time, I was drowning. I was the shell of the human that I used to be. But what if real security came from trusting yourself enough to know what's good for you? And we know that we need change, but we have to ask ourselves at what cost? But when you start choosing yourself, you will learn very quickly who is willing to grow with you and who is not. I want you, when you come out of this room, to walk like her. I want you to think like her. I want you to speak like her, breathe like her, make choices like her. Because the moment that you decide to embody her, your life begins to change. My name is Connie Stowers. I gave myself permission to change my life. Will you give yourself the same? Thank you. Woo! Thank you so much.
It's hard. It's hard because everything I'm doing to give her a great life.
Mama, watch this. Watch, Mama. I need to hold this down. No, Mama, that wasn't.
There are times where I feel guilty a lot of the time because I think as a mom, you always feel guilty, like you're never doing it right. And so I'm so happy that I can provide her with everything she needs, with you know, the daycare she goes to and clothing and food and activities. But I'm always on the phone. I'm always on a call. Or I'm always editing, or, you know, my attention is always being taken away. But my guilt comes from, I worked this hard to give her a good life, but am I sacrificing too much time and attention away from her to give her that good life? And that's like a really hard balance. And I think that there's so many of us out there that just feel so alone in our shame, and they feel like they don't have the power to make lasting change. And I know what it feels like to be powerless. I know what that feels like, to feel like you are too far gone, that there's no way you could come back. I feel responsible to share with others that you absolutely can come back, and you can come back bigger and better and greater than you ever imagined.